today in this video we'll discuss about the magnifying power of a compound microscope. So as like our simple microscope, in the compound microscope also we are having two adjustments, that the final image will be formed at the least distance of distinct vision, that is our D distance, and another one is the normal adjustment where the final image will be formed at the infinity. So now you can see that I have drawn the diagram of this compound microscope, the image formation diagram, where the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. So let us just see the diagram. Here you see, here the object I have taken AB. AB is the object, and this one is the objective lens, and this one is the eyepiece lens. As you know that the eyepiece lens is having a larger focal length as compared to the objective. And you can see AB is the object and the light is coming from the AB object and now it is falling on the objective lens and its image A prime B prime is formed here. So the object distance for the objective is our UO and the image distance for this objective, this A prime B prime, is our VO. And similarly, this image A prime B prime of object AB acts as a virtual object for the eyepiece lens, and as the image A prime B prime is lying within the focus and the optical center of the eyepiece, so its virtual, erect and magnified image A prime, A double prime, B double prime is found here. Okay. And let's you can see that this angle is beta, and another diagram I have drawn here, that when the object AB is placed at the least distance of distinct vision and the angle created is our alpha with the eye or the objective. So now let us go for the magnification of this compound microscope. So the magnification of this compound microscope, where the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision, is defined as the ratio of the angle subtended by the final image, means A double prime B double prime, with the eyepiece. And you can see that the angle subtended or made by the image A double prime B double prime with the eyepiece here is our beta angle. So the magnification M is the ratio of beta angle subtended by the final image, which is lying at least distance of distinct vision, beta, to the angle subtended by the object. Object means AB with the objective when it is situated at the least distance of distinct vision. This one, AB is situated at the least distance of distinct vision D, and the angle created is our alpha. So the magnification is given by M by alpha, which can be written like tan theta by tan alpha for small angles. Okay. So now just see, in the triangle A prime B prime O2, the tan beta is our H prime by UE, where H prime is the perpendicular and UE is the base. And in this triangle, the tan alpha is our divided by H by D, and this can be again written like H prime by UE into D by H. On simplification, you can see that the magnification is coming H prime by UE into D by H, which can be again written like H prime by H into d by ue. The expression for the magnification is coming h prime by h into d by ue. Now just see here. We know that in the case of a lens, we have the formula for the magnification. M is given by h prime by h is equal to our v by u in case of a lens, where h prime is the height of the image, h is the height of the object, v is the image distance, and u is the object distance. So now just see here, h prime by h. Here it is h prime is present, and here it is h. And you can see that h prime is the height of the image, and h is the height of the object for the objective lens. Hence, I can say that this h prime by h is the magnification of the objective. I have written MO. MO means MO stands for the magnification of the objective. H prime by h, height of the image to the height of the object, and you can see that this image is formed by the objective lens. Hence, it is the magnification of the objective into d by ue. D, you can see that for the eyepiece lens, d is the image distance for the object a prime b prime, whose image is a double prime b double prime, which is formed at the least distance of distinct vision, and ue, this one, is the object distance for the eyepiece. Hence, I can say that this is equal to magnification of the eyepiece. So MO is the magnification of the objective, and ME is the magnification of the eyepiece. Hence, our total magnification is coming MO into ME, where MO is the magnification of the objective and ME is the magnification of the eyepiece. That will be equation number 1. Where MO is the h prime by h and ME is our d by ue. So let us now we'll simplify it and we'll find out the net magnification of this compound microscope, where the final image is found at the least distance of distinct vision. So I will just write it down here in the above. Sorry, the previous step I have to write. M is equal to our M0 into ME, where MO is your h prime by h and ME is our d by ue. Just note it down. So now this one is our equation number 1. Now just see here in this case, our eyepiece will act as a simple microscope, because in the simple microscope you know that the object has to be placed in between the focus and the optical center of the convex lens, and its image will be formed virtual, erect and magnified behind the object. You can see that the same case is present here. The object a prime b prime for the eyepiece is present in between the focus and the optical center, and its virtual, erect and magnified image a double prime b double prime is formed behind the object. Hence, we can say that our eyepiece acts as a simple microscope. Eyepiece acts as a simple microscope. Hence, our magnification of the eyepiece will be equal to how much? We know that the magnification of a simple microscope, the formula is 1 plus d by fe, where the final image is found at the least distance of distinct vision. So here magnification of the eyepiece will be your 1 plus d by f, and this will be the focal length of the eyepiece. So the magnified ME is coming 1 plus D by FE is the magnification of the eyepiece. Similarly, if you go to the magnification of the objective MO, you just see MO, we are having how much? MO equal to H prime by H. And we know that the magnification of a lens is given by ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object is equal to image distance by object distance. So in this case, our MO will be equal to image distance is V naught, VO, and the object distance is UO. So MO will be equal to your V0 by U0. So now if you use this equation number 2 and equation number 3. So now if we use this equation number 2 and 3 in our equation number 1, then we get the net magnification. M is coming V0 by U0 whole into 1 plus D by F. Equation number 4. So the equation number 4, this one gives that the magnification of the compound microscope where the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. M is coming VO by UO whole into 1 plus D by FE. Is it clear? Where VO is the image distance for the objective, UO is the object distance for the objective, D is the least distance of distinct vision, and FE is the focal length of the eyepiece. Okay. Let us now just simplify this equation number 4. It is saying that if this object AB for the objective, if the object AB will be placed near to the focus of the objective, we know that for a convex lens, if you for different positions, what are the different positions of the image? When you move towards the lens, the image will also shift. So when this AB object will be placed near to the focus of the objective, then your final image, this A prime B prime, will be formed near or more closer to the eyepiece lens. If you shift a bit near to the focus, the image A prime B prime will be shifted towards the eyepiece. So if our U0 is nearly, if shifted towards the focus, that means U0, this object distance is nearly equal to the focus of the objective. In that case, we can say that our V, this image distance VO, will be equal to the L. L stands for the length of the tube. Length of the tube means the distance between the eyepiece and the objective. Because this image will be found very close to the lens, somewhere here. So our image distance will be replaced by the length of the tube, L. Then our equation 4 will become equation 4 will become now M will be equal to, in the place of V0 we will write L, and in the place of U0 we will write FO. So this will become L by FO, focus of the objective, L by FO whole into 1 plus D by FE. So this is the magnification of the lens, magnification of the compound microscope, where the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. And in this case, the expression for the L, the tube length, the tube length L is given by, you can see that here the expression for the L will be equal to your image distance V0 plus the object distance of the eyepiece UE. So when the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision, the total length of the tube length is given by this one V naught VO plus the object distance, this one. This total will give you, if you add this VO and UE, it will give you the length of the tube. Okay, so this is all about the compound microscope where the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision. Okay, then from here we just need 1 to 2 equations to have to remember to find out the expression for the magnification where the final image is formed at infinity. So in the normal adjustment, what will happen? As the image will be formed at infinity, we know that if the object will be placed at the focus of a lens, in that case only the image will be formed at infinity. So the image A prime B prime, which is formed by the objective, now it is lying in between the focus of the eyepiece and the optical center. This image A prime B prime will be formed exactly at the focus of the eyepiece. Okay, in normal adjustment, this image A prime B prime will be formed exactly at the focus of the eyepiece. Hence, the refracted rays after passing through this lens, they will become parallel and they will be at infinity, so that our image will be formed highly magnified. Is it clear? So, in the next video, we will see okay, let us continue in this video only the magnification of this compound microscope when the final image will be formed at infinity or the normal adjustment. So as I told you that this image A prime B prime is formed at the focus of the eyepiece. Let us now first draw the diagram. So before that one, we should just note it down the formula for the magnification which is formed by the objective. You can see that the magnification which is formed by the objective is given by what? L by F4. Previously it was V0 by U0 and V0 is coming F0 and sorry U0 is coming F0 and V0 is coming length L, length of the tube, and our magnification is coming L by F4. So I just note it down here because I will declare in this equation the magnification of the objective MO is equal to our L by F0. Okay, so now let us see the image formation when the final image will formed at infinity. And the final image will be formed at infinity, or that is called the normal adjustment. So this is the objective lens, principal axis, object will be placed here. This light will pass to the optical center and it will go undeviated. And this light will come parallelly and fall on the lens after refraction. It will pass through the focus and you can see that they are intersecting at this point. So here the image A prime B prime is formed. It is a real and inverted. Now this image A prime B prime will act as the object for the eyepiece. This is the optical center infinity. So this is the focus of the objective and this is the focus of the eyepiece only. The image is formed on the focus of the eyepiece. So that after refraction, this light will become parallel to each other because they are coming from the focus. The image A prime B prime is situated at the focus only. You are just viewing from here, and if you extend it in the vector also, this light will become parallel and they will not intersect each other as if they will meet at infinity. And this will be your UO. This is our VO, and this is our UE. Let us now go for the magnification. And you can see that already I have no need to calculate again. Already I have written the magnification for the objective that M is equal to L by F0. Already we have derived. Now you can see here in this case, this is also the case of that one simple microscope where the final image will be formed at infinity. The same case, and in this case the magnification of the eyepiece ME is given by D by FE. You can refer to the magnification of the simple microscope where the final image is formed at infinity, and the expression is coming M is equal to D by F. So here no need to again derive, just simply write down that the magnification of the objective is your L by FO and the magnification of the eyepiece is coming D by FE, and the net magnification will come how much? You have to multiply it. So total magnification will be M0 into ME, hence the magnification is coming L by FO into D by FE. So this is the magnification of this compound microscope when the final image is formed at infinity. M is coming L by F4 into D by FE. Now you will see the tube length. In this case, the tube length L in this case is given by the tube length your L is equal to, in this case the image distance which is formed by the objective is your V0 VO, and the object distance, this length, is equal to your FE, focus of the eyepiece. So this is the expression for the tube length when the final image is formed at infinity, and the magnifying power is L by F4 into D by FE. So you have to remember the formulas also and the tube length. Tube length expression is very, very important. Both the cases means when the final image is formed at infinity and when the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct pixel. This gives the total magnification of this compound microscope. So this is all about our compound microscope.